Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy 2025. I am so excited to be back in the seat for you guys making some videos. And yeah, it's been a long time. It's been about, let's see here, it's January 16th. So Happy New Year. And I hope you guys had a great Christmas and holiday and all that stuff. And I got to spend a bunch of time with your friends and family. I know I did. I really needed the break. And I'm glad to be back. You might have noticed that it's been a hot minute since I have uploaded a video, and I think it's been about 100 days since I did. My apologies for that. The wedding season, the fall season, October, November, December, even some of like September leading up to that time frame is really busy. For me and for wedding videographers and photographers. If you didn't know, I'm a wedding videographer on the weekends, and a lot of my clients kind of fill up the last quarter of my year, and really kind of cuts into what I can and can't do, and it just kind of bubbled up and bubbled over, and yeah, so everything's good now. We're back on track, so I can start recording and editing these videos for you guys. I'm really looking forward to that, getting out on the range and shooting some Nerf blasters. So, and that's kind of where I wanted to start off. And I don't want to spend too much time like I did last year, talk about the previous year, because to be quite honest, 2024 wasn't the best year for the channel. I mean, as far as like subscriber count, view count, and stuff like that, you know, we did fantastic. We did really well, but I feel like I personally was lacking. We only released 28 videos on the channel, which is about 2 a month, and yeah, I kind of dropped the ball there, especially at the very end, and that's my fault. My apologies. Like I said, the last stretch or the last quarter of the year for me is super busy, and this year, 2025, I've kind of switched things around a little bit to give myself a little bit of a breather in there, so I'm not like wedding on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then, you know, just week after week after week. So, yeah. So I'm kind of putting some safety caps in there so that I don't go completely insane. But I have been, you know, enjoying your guys' content and stuff like that, and other people's content on YouTube. I usually will pull it up on my phone right before I go to bed. Watching channels like Secondhand Blasters, Spider Avenger Miller. Those are 2 channels I really enjoy. Recently came across Nerf Wife, and really enjoying her stuff and going through her husband's collection and kind of highlighting each and every blaster. Because a lot of those blasters I wasn't around for, and I had no idea existed. So seeing those it's just really cool, kind of historian type of enjoyment for me. And then as always, Foam After Dark is another channel, another podcast I watch on a regular basis. If I don't catch them live on Monday nights, I'll definitely check the video, the VOD out later on in the week. But so like I said, yeah, 2024 wasn't the best year as far as releasing videos goes. We did, however, put out 2 new video series that I want to continue in 2025, and that is the range therapy. We released a couple of those videos. I want to get back in the habit of doing those. Try to get those actually to once a month. That's where I would love to be with that, because that series is just such a fun kind of laid back, very little editing is involved. Just go out and shoot blasters. And then also a look inside, and then insert blaster name here. But those are a lot of fun. Those are a little bit more complicated because, you know, I've got to make sure that I get the shots right and the takedowns and everything like that. So those are 2 video series that we started or premiered in 2024 that will be carrying over in 2025. And I kind of would like to know, like, what did you guys like and what didn't you like from 2024? Just kind of leave it in the comments, and I'll kind of look at that and see if we can work it in and see what your thoughts are. And so that leads us to 2025, and there's going to be some minor changes, not a lot. Apologize for the notes. I've got trying to stay on topic here. Keep it below 30 minutes is my goal. We'll see how it is. How did I do editing, Joe? Anyway, half dart. So dart changes are definitely happening, and some darts are harder to find than others. So we're going to be changing up what darts we use, both with short darts and long darts. So with short darts, we're going to be nixing the Ruby darts from Dart Zone and the Dart Zone bamboos. These are the 2.0 version. So we're going to be nixing those only because, first off, these are harder to find. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Target hasn't been carrying these, and you can't buy them online. And you can buy the full-length ones online, but you can't get these anywhere in stores that I know of. And I'm not about to start buying these on eBay. They're not worth it. So that's the thing. So we're going to get rid of the rubies in both the short dart and the long dart, actually. So the darts that we're going to be adding is we're going to be adding the heavy tournament darts from Saber. These are 1.3 gram darts. These are going to be kind of like our heavy, experiment dart or whatever. So these are a little bit longer than a traditional dart, not by a lot, but in some cases it might cause a problem. Like I know these darts won't fit in like a Nightingale magazine very well, but we're still going to be using these whenever possible as kind of like our heavy dart. So if you have a favorite heavy dart, this is 1.3, so that'll kind of be like the heavy end of worker darts, kind of go that high as well. But we're going to go with that one, and then we're going to still be shooting. And then we're also going to be going with the darts from X-Shot. These are their short red darts. You can get, I think you can get these pretty much anywhere. I know they sell them at Walmart and Meijer. I've seen them at places like Kroger. I'm not sure if Target carries these or not. I don't know. But these are 0.9 grams, kind of like a standard dart or whatever. Those will definitely kind of fill in the void from the Dart Zone rubies. And then we're going to continue with the Ember darts from Adventure Force, because we can still find those at Walmart. And then we're going to switch to worker reds, and these are the 1.0 ones. We're not going to be shooting the purples anymore. I think I don't want to concede that there's a difference in performance between the reds and the purples. I know people online will say that left and right and center. There's team red and team purple, but these are just easier to see on camera. Yeah, so we're going to go with these. So we're going to drop the purples. We're just going to go with the reds. And then we're going to also go with the Nitro Shot Plus darts from Dart Zone. Those are the new ones, the green ribbed. I don't have one here. I did have one. I don't know where it went. But we're going to be going with the green ones that come with like the Striker 2.0, the Venom. You can buy them on Dart Zone's website right now, and they come in a package very similar to what was packaged with the Ruby darts on Target shelves. So I look for those to be making their way to Target at some point in time. So those are all much easier to get, very affordable. I think the tournament darts are a little bit more pricey, but it is what it is. You get your budget, lightweight, and you got your heavy, and you got your more premium priced darts. So yeah, so that's gonna be that change. As far as long darts goes, we're gonna be dropping I call them watermelon, but these are the chili darts. We're gonna be dropping these, and then also the ruby darts, the full length ones. We'll be dropping those two, and we'll just be sticking with these three. The generic Nerf Elite 2.0 darts, just for giggles. those are 0.9 grams. And then the tried and true Adventure Force waffle darts, 0.9 gram darts. These are fantastic. Walmart darts, best ones. Yeah, don't get rid of those. Dart Zone. And then their Dart Zone's new 1 gram Nitro Shot darts. These have like the new rubber tip on the front that's kind of squishy. But yeah, we'll be using these ones. The one thing that I am noticing that we don't have... Oh, we're also going to be using X-Shot's the gray darts. That must have been shot already. I don't know where that went. Here's one from the Clip Mania. But we'll be using X-Shot's darts as well. for long darts. But the one thing I'm noticing is we don't have anything with a compression barrel fit, and that's something I might have to look into. That's where the Ruby darts really stood out. Was the head was slightly smaller than the foam, so you could get a long dart compression fit barrel blaster, if that even is a thing. Get that to work. But I'm now thinking, oh, we don't have that. Yeah, we'll have to look into that. More to come on that. As far as testing is concerned, we're going to be standardizing our rifling a little bit. So for 100 to 150 blasters, we're going to be using the Dart Zone B-Car. This is the B-Car from their rifling kit, where you get this and the P-Car one for like $15 or something like that, $20 maybe. Definitely worth it. So from 100 to 150, and then 150 to 200, we're going to use the Gavin Fuzzy. This is the 9 bearing scar. So this is going to be 150 to 200, and then I don't have it yet, but I ordered one. I think there's 15 bearing B-Car from Gavin Fuzzy. I don't know. It's a newer one from him. And that's going to be for our 200 plus blasters. So if a blaster hits a certain FPS in our testing for our review, that'll determine which rifling it gets. I think we're still going to also review it without rifling, but kind of to show the benefit. I mean, obviously it's beneficial to have these attached to the front of your blaster, especially when you get to a certain FPS cap. But how much more is really what I want to see. So we'll probably be firing it stock and then also with one of these on there. So stay tuned for that. Some of the other stuff that I wanted to get into for 2025 is I want to go to more wars. I made it to a handful of Cane Wars, and we had our family Dartageddon Nerf War last year. Unfortunately, we only did one of those. This year, we've got 2 planned. Dates have been selected. It's a private event, so I apologize. But I plan on filming a bunch of it and putting it up on the channel. I know I always say that, and I always don't do that. But this year, 2025, is going to be the year. Anyway, but I want to make it to more events. And I want to kind of free myself up to where I can go to more events. And not just Cane. I want to go, I've got plans to go to the Dayton Nerf arena group, DNA. And I just want to kind of go to different locations that I'm not local to me. So if you're interested, or if you've got somewhere, if you're in Ohio or around Ohio, and you've got a Nerf club that has events that you guys plan on a monthly basis or whatever, hit me up with your dates and I'll see if I can work in a time where I can come visit and shoot some foam with you guys. But yeah, more Nerf Wars is a must. And then Nerf events. I have plans on going to Maryland Mayhem this year. I've got my brother kind of piqued his interest, and my oldest son has his interest piqued. Obviously, we're not going to be competing in the 5v5 or 6v6 or whatever it is, but we definitely want to go check it out and watch and spectate. But the HVZ is something I'm really interested in. I've never been to an HVZ before, and I feel like Maryland Mayhem would be a good one to kind of make it my first. So definitely looking forward to that. Yeah. And then as far as like videos go in the channel, I'm kind of jumping all around here. I'm not really following. Well, I guess I kind of am. I really didn't plan this very well. As far as like the channel goes, I want to get back to a regular schedule upload every Thursday. And obviously this is coming out on Friday. I apologize, but I wanted to get this out, so I'm not going to wait till next Thursday. I'm going to release it now, as in Friday. But anyway, releasing a new video every Thursday at noon that's my goal. And I want to play catch up for the couple weeks I've lost before this past couple weeks in January. So I'll be uploading a few extra videos here and there. Mostly like whenever kind of a newsy type of things. I want to kind of get back into that, where like something gets spoiled or whatever the case may be, a new dart type. Looking at you, N1. Anyway, I want to do kind of more news, kind of quick segments and stuff like that. Those might be scattered out throughout the week or whatever, but one major video every week, whether that's an unboxing, mod video, review. I want to do more range therapy, a look inside. There's another new video type I want to do as well because I've got a few blasters that need fixed. So right now, the working title for those videos is called What Happened. So yeah, I feel like that's a pretty comedic level video name for this. You know, I bring in a blaster that's not working, whether it's not priming or it's not catching or whatever the case may be. We diagnose it, we open it up, we figure out what's going on, and we see if we can fix it. And if we can't fix it, then whoosh, break it down for parts. So that's something new that's coming out that I'm looking forward to. And then the other one, the other video that I'm looking forward to that I started last year and didn't get around to actually publishing it. I'm going to do a whole new reshoot on that one. Is another. It's kind of like a mod video, all in one. But it's a loadout series. I'm really looking forward to that. And then also, I need to get back in touch with Chris from Team Frumble and Father Son Foam. We started recording our kind of Am I Ready series, and I just never got around to editing it. And then I finally did, and the footage was just awful. It was not up to my standard, and I just decided, like, hey, you know what? We're not going to show this. We're just gonna do a reshoot on that. So I know he's been busy with his comedy stuff and all that, and he's actually probably just now getting, tournament stuff is probably getting heated up for him now. So I don't know what his schedule is looking like, but I'm going to touch base with him, and hopefully we can get that series up and running. If you're not familiar, our idea for this series was kind of like a one-on-one conversation, almost like a podcast, really, where we talk about competitive nerfing and competitive foam flinging or whatever, what it takes to build a team, practice, finding places to practice, what kind of things it takes to get into it. And it's a series called Am I Ready? Or no, not Am I Ready? It's called I'm Ready. Yeah, there we go. I'm ready. Phew. Anyway, so I'm going to talk to Chris about that. I definitely want to get that going for 2025. So a whole bunch of stuff planned coming out this year. And then I wanted to get back into streaming. I kind of dipped my toe in it on the Nerf side of things at the end of the year, or at the end of the end of the third quarter last year. Really enjoyed it. Got some feedback from you guys. I noticed that a few of you weren't interested in like the editing sessions, and that's completely fine. But getting some type of stream up and running. I'd like to stream on Tuesdays. I don't think that's actually going to start until probably mid to late February. I don't want to start everything right now and then kind of fall behind. I kind of want to build up to it. I'm still working a few things out, where I'm going to record it, if I'm going to record it here or if I'm going to record it over at my desk. I've got a nice setup over there that I can, really take advantage of having a computer in front of me. So I don't know if that's maybe where the news section is going to kind of, rather than doing news videos, maybe do a live stream with like a news section. I'm not really sure. I have no idea. I do know that I want to, to take a Tuesday slot right around the 9:30 range. That's the kids are usually in bed and asleep at that point. So it gives me a good time to say, okay, this is streaming time, 9:30 Tuesdays. Look for that to start around mid to late February. And I will, I'll keep you guys posted on that when that goes live. The last thing I wanted to talk about was merch. Yeah, we're gonna have some merch. I've got some samples coming in. I've already got quite a few samples. Kids got a couple t-shirts and things like that. Pullover hoodies, zip up hoodies, stuff like that. I just wanted to order kind of like one of everything that I plan on putting up on the shop. That way I know the quality is okay. The quality is good. I don't want to kind of push anything on you guys that I haven't looked at or had in my hands first. So if something's garbage or the quality isn't good, I'm not going to put that on the shop. So I've got a couple more items coming in later this week, I believe. No, later. Yeah, it's Friday. next week, probably Tuesday, I think. So after that stuff comes in, I'll look at it, kind of double check it, run it through the wash. I've got hats and stuff like that. Just to see what the durability is. Like I said, it's not going to be, immaculate, but it's a system where I don't have to keep this. I don't have to worry about keeping inventory here. The company has the storefront. They have all the logos, all the artwork, and all that stuff. And you kind of order from them, and they ship it to you. I don't have to worry about any shipping or processing. They take a cut of the pay of the the amount or whatever, and I get a couple nickels. But so we'll be doing that. I'm looking forward to that. So if you wanted some backyard foam merch, this is a great way to do it. I'll make sure I bring some with me when I go to events and stuff like that to hand out. So hope you guys had a great new year. Let me know in the comments below, like, what type of events you guys are going to this year, what you're looking forward to, and hopefully we'll see you guys out there. Thanks for watching.